Double clicked.
Double clicked. We're good.
The curse of the Iron Sheik is no more. I'm going to put this right on my lap.
Yeah, as you
Have
should.
a nice, cozy outdoorsy.
Delicate little legs.
Yep. Ooh, this is nice.
I know, right?
This is one of my only coverings. Welcome, everybody. We are here live from Los Angeles, California, coming to you from the beautiful Silver Lake region, and we're very happy. This is the first of 3 episodes that we'll be doing from California. You just saw one of our new mascot.
Yeah,
that is Lila. Mm-hmm. We're hoping to introduce her later in the show. She will be making the occasional appearance, and perhaps, if we're lucky, destroying the entire set.
Could also happen.
Which could also happen.
Yeah, it definitely could.
So, Caitlin, can you mark the time, please, so that we got set the timer. We got everything on the go. Johnny, we do not need you, but just so, for old time's sakes, did you give him the finger? Did you just give Johnny the finger?
Hi, Johnny.
Oh, man. Yeah. Anyways, Johnny, for old time's sakes, why don't you hit that goddamn theme song?
Hit it, Johnny. Yeah, how do you... I'm going to go open that door just so she doesn't pop out. It's already fast.
No, 45 seconds done.
We were singing things.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 435. And as I said, we're coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. And we are here to plug along so the Dutch Hall faithful can still see. And luckily, we have a piece of familiarity to the Dutch Hall. We have returning for 3rd episode.
Holy macaroni.
3rd episode. Yeah, you went from being like not even on the Dutch Hall radar to being like, she's like, you're probably just under Johnny at this point. You know what I mean? As far
You're
as
saying that his hair is still better than mine.
No. You gotta. Yeah, Joe is gonna be upset if he hears that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't care. Bring it on, Joe. I still think you guys have to hash it out a little bit. I think
we kind of did. He made peace with me.
He did make peace with you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because he actually saw my set, I think, and then the next day, and then I did kind of make fun of him in front of some people, and he laughed, and they laughed at him with me. And then the next day I got a DM. Is this too personal to say?
No. And
he invited me to come on a show that he was hosting.
Yeah, because you had some balls, right?
There we go.
Had some balls, and that's all it takes. He was not talking about you in particular, even though he was talking about you. He was talking about an archetype of person, who I was convinced you were not.
Sure. Yeah.
And he was convinced you were, and he is wrong. And then he admitted it and booked you on a show. So good for Joe, right?
I think he was embarrassed. Not embarrassed, but he was jealous that my boobs were bigger than his, and just by a little bit.
It is just a little bit.
So,
and
that's what it was really about.
Yeah, he is hairier though. He's got John hair.
He does.
By a little bit.
Just by a little bit. The energy with which the hair grows on my head, just so the listeners
Genevieve is like
come.
Yeah, she's like a luscious Sasquatch. That's like the meanest thing.
No, it's true. It's true.
No.
Yeah, you can't call me Bigfoot though, because I do have small feet, so at least it's that.
Yes, does a Sasquatch have is a small-footed?
I feel like it's a
Bigfoot?
Smaller foot. Yeah.
What about a Yeti? That's like a cold climate.
Yeah, I'm not
small
a Yeti.
Feet.
My dog looks more like a Yeti.
Your dog?
Lila.
Oh, so we have been here for about a week, and there has been quite a bit that's happened this week. The main thing, I want to introduce everyone to the show. I haven't done my introductions yet, and that's on me. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am the host of this program, and two-time. We didn't tell you what to do. Two-time President's Club Award winner, Pete Van Dyke. Hold for applause, but thank you. And we already said we have, for the third time back on the show, Genevieve Dubé Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yes. And applause just running through the whole
Thank
thing.
you so much.
And here, making her appearance after a long hiatus on the Dutch Hall, you may not remember her because she was probably half of her age when maybe 12 when she played on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the program. Caitlin Van Dyke, everyone. Yes. Thank you. So the introductions are out of the way. So let's get to the week, okay? Because this is an exciting week.
Yes.
And if we had a wheel right now, we would have it full of things.
Sure.
But the one glowing thing on the wheel would be Genevieve gets hit by a car.
I did.
Genevieve gets hit by a car and I am the only person in the world who has witnessed it, who has seen it with my own eyes. I was behind Genevieve. Tell the story, Genevieve. You said to me, we're going to go out, we're going to go to a restaurant and have a meal, right?
Yeah.
Which was very nice because I was feeling a little like I wanted to get out, you know?
Yeah.
And she says, Pete, stop being such a shut-in. Come out. I'm going to go have a meal with you.
I got you. Let's go. There's a great place in Silver Lake.
Yeah,
Mexican spot, El Condor. I'm like, and you know what? While we're at it, let's just throw a little extra spice in there, a little extra fun, and let's take a lime, one of the scooters, electric scooters.
Yeah.
We'll hit Sunset. We'll motor on down.
Yeah, and my audience knows this is the time where Pete gets to smash himself up and then tell the story of it.
Hello.
But in this case, the twist is it wasn't me.
And it was as funny as you'd imagine. I literally bounced off of a car.
Oh, my Lord. This is what I can tell you how the whole thing went down. There was a, like this garbage. No, I don't know.
Can I say it from my point of view?
Oh, yeah, let's do it from yours.
Okay,
Yeah.
So there's a bike lane. That's where you scoot.
Yeah, it's actually easier when there's a bike lane.
Yeah,
right?
you scoot. Sunset's a pretty busy place if you've never attended on the east side. So we're scooting down, and all of a sudden, a white BMW comes screaming past me. And of course, it's a white BMW, and I'm sorry if you drive one, but you are a douche if you drive one. But
it's an old one too.
Yeah,
That's
screaming past me, and I kind of like for a second look away, look back, and all of a sudden there's a white BMW that pulled into a parking lot, like cut me off in front. I have a half second to hit the brakes. I hit the brakes, and then all I remember is the bottom part of the scooter starting to hit the car, pulling my hands off so I wouldn't break my hands, the light smashing, and then I just remember flying through the air.
Yep.
And really what I remember is seeing my hands out in front of me to like catch myself on the pavement before I fell.
Yeah. It all was so slow.
Just an athlete, you know?
It looked like
gymnast.
It was so slow. Like it just happens like every second of it. You were in the air forever, it seemed. Because it was like, what the hell just happened? So I was like, this is beautiful. Sunset, gorgeous. It's like nice. You see the hills. Remember we went?
We weren't expecting a free acrobatic Cirque du Soleil performance.
No, I was
That's
not.
what you weren't expecting.
No, and so like all of a sudden, there's this truck, right? And so you have to go out of the bike lane. And so Genevieve maneuvers around the truck, and then she is concerned with me.
Yeah, so
right?
look back.
Concerned with me. She looks back to see if I cleared the truck, and then she looks back, and there's a goddamn like lady that cuts right in front of her, and then you're like, holy shit, what's going on? And then she's rolling, barrel roll, like a barrel roll in the air. You landed sweet though,
Graceful.
like what?
Chariots of Fire?
I didn't have a song in my head, but if I did,
I would picture Chariots of Fire.
yeah, Chariots of
I love that.
That wouldn't be a bad one.
Slow motion. You can picture slow motion anything with Chariots of Fire.
True.
Yeah, that's right. Chariots of Fire is a great slow-mo song. I would think maybe it would be like it would be nice Whitney Houston, Bodyguard. As soon as you and
Thank you so much for thinking I look that graceful. I appreciate that.
It was wild though, man. Like honestly, I don't want to play a victim.
Not to make it about myself.
Yeah, it was so funny though, like because it's like there's nothing like your heart stops when you see your friend get hit by a car. You're like, what the Jesus Christ, like, and then luckily nothing was bad.
Just some bruises, a little soreness.
Yeah, you were pretty tough about the whole thing. It's like popped up right away and checking if on me for some,
I think that's like a skating thing. You have to pop up right away. You can't show you're hurt, and you keep going. So the second I was on the ground, all of a sudden I was like, oh, and I like got up, and the first thing I did in my head was like, I don't want Pete to think I'm like dying, so I got up really quickly and looked back, because I look over and I see Pete like trying to be aerodynamic to go as fast as he can to get to me.
I wasn't even running the scooter. I was scooting it with my foot. I
was like, shit. I'm like, oh no, I'm okay. And the girl felt terrible. I felt bad because, and this is so Canadian of me, it's to a fault. I felt bad because the whole back end of her car, like the side was just wrecked. Like the light was all over the ground, whatever, from the scooter. Yeah. And I was
she says, sorry about your car.
Like, sorry about about your car, eh?
Sorry about your car.
I felt bad.
That's very Canadian, yeah.
So that was that. And then we went to the Mexican restaurant and we took some shots of tequila, and that solves all problems.
Fix everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, fix everything. Is our food closed?
4:25.
Oh yeah, cool. And that was definitely, I would say, top of the pile, the most exciting thing in a week, because that's like hopefully a once in a lifetime experience. You get smoked by a car. Like I think you can cross that one off the bucket list, Sean. Yeah, you're good. No more cars, please.
Yeah.
And then another piece. This is kind of interesting because I don't know if this is going to show up in the shot. But behind me, we have
it's still there.
We have a neighbor who's been fascinated with us since we got here.
It's just staring.
And they there's I think a brother and a sister that live there, just intrigued by us and everything that I do on mascot. Yeah, and the Dutch Hall mascot. They love the Dutch Hall mascot, and so the Dutch Hall mascot was not a fan at first, very much not a fan, but I think they've kind of started to ease up.
It's a treaty.
But one day, Genevieve was here and they said, hey, there's a guy that wants to talk to you next door. And so I went over, and it was one of these. It was the one fella. He's a young man, and he says to me, hey, what's your name? I tell him my name, and he tells me his. I can't remember. And he says, hey, you got an alarm system in your house? And
you got any cameras up for you?
Well, yeah, that's what he says. Yeah, you got security cameras over there? And then I'm like, yeah, lots of them. Yeah, they're everywhere, like laser beams and everything. And then he couldn't have been more obvious if he's like, it would just seem, it really reeked of hey, when is your house going to be most convenient for me to rob, like that was the vibe he was giving off.
I want to be supportive of all mental health initiatives, and we want to be supportive of it, but there's something amiss over there.
That might be true too, but there's two other theories too. It could be that what I said, like it could be that they wanted to just find a time to rob us, but it also could have been, you said he was interested in why the dog barked, right? And then
she's here,
and then he said he had an alarm system when I asked him, and then or security cameras. So then maybe he thought, if you have security cameras, then why you need the dog? That could have been. Maybe
he's just a very logical thinker and we missed it.
Or the third one, he said that his dad was a security guard and maybe has an interest in becoming a security guard for us, since he watches us through the window all day long. Cases the joint.
He was like, please get rid of the dog.
So let me do it. I can be the dog. But there's no way, because Lila is way better looking.
Right, Lila?
Okay, Caitlin and I were talking earlier in the day, and we were talking about who would be more interesting to go out to supper with. Do you remember this, Caitlin?
Yeah, Bjork or Lady Gaga, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, we started easy. We were like Bjork or like Beyonce.
Okay.
Right? And then you're like, no question for us.
Bjork.
Bjork, because she's too weird.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the best way. Oh man, she's like a show
See that
horse.
gazelle? She was recreating my accident.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
was
Except for
fine.
except you did the roll and tuck.
Yeah.
Man, that was the start thing. No head injury. Like you knew to not. That's figure skating, right?
Yeah.
That's figure
How you
skating.
fall in the Yeah.
Yeah.
I had down
Wow.
pat.
You got to be a professional wrestler. I think I'm going to become like your manager, like Captain Lou Albano.
Listen, I'd be down. Wait. Guys, she's hunting a squirrel. She's a ferocious animal.
Yeah, goddamn right. If you're a squirrel and you're hanging around my place,
I dare you.
trying to crab in
Try
my
us.
yard, good luck, good goddamn luck. We may it's okay. Look, it's okay. She's doing her job, man. She's a heck of a guard dog. She goes and watches the perimeter for us, and she
Hello.
watch this. Woo!
She's got a trick.
This is like equestrian. If you aren't enjoying this at home, you're not even paying attention. You know, this show is good. And so, how often you get that? Like a jumping dog?
She should be. Maybe I should put her in What's the Dog Show.
Yeah, man, that is something else. Enjoy this program.
Stunning.
And so, what do you think? Bjork, and who's the other one? Lady Gaga.
Oh, Gaga.
You go Gaga? Oh, no. Sorry, you're thinking of the two. Because they're both weird, right?
I actually think Lady Gaga would be more strange.
Caitlin, you made a good point on this.
I think Lady Gaga, when I've seen her talk, she talks a lot about fashion, her fashion and
which is
labels,
interesting.
and
Sure.
who she's worked with, which is really interesting. Bjork is also super fashion centric, really on the cutting edge, both of them. And but I feel like Bjork would talk more about the weird meaning behind her
Certain
outfit,
things.
and Lady Gaga would talk about who made it.
Sure.
Yeah, like she would be more about the idea, and Gaga would be more about the story,
Although-
like the execution.
Are you forgetting old, like Lady Gaga circa like 2008
Telephone?
meat dress? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Telephone, the video.
It's a good video.
Now, but Lady Gaga back then, I don't know who I would pick. It's a very,
I don't
very
know who was in
close.
charge of that, or was it just her?
I hope it was just her. I'm gonna take a bunch of meat from my body.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's all her. I think she's really calculated, and she really controls the image that she puts out there. It's like she's one of the best at it. Like the realest, fakest person, like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind a person like who's artistically raw, but their whole like stage presence or whatever is like contrived. I don't mind that at all. Like Jack White, I think is like that. The White Stripes. And then you think it's gonna come through? Okay.
Oh, she's doing the circuit? No.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Sorry,
Though.
got a bit.
It's like a counting sheep.
Counting sheep, yeah.
Maybe it'll be the chapters of the show every time Lila jumps through. We'll be like chapter 2, move it on. That's like our wheel spin.
Oh no, she made another
Can you think of anyone else who is just so interesting that that you would just say like that is going to be a person that you can't think of anyone that
In music?
in anyone life, like just a different thinker, someone that you would like to sit and have a lunch with, that you'd say like, I would love to be able to just figure out how this person's brain works,
My ex-boyfriend, I would love to know how his brain works.
That's actually a real answer. It usually is the people that you know the best that you can't figure out. Yeah, I would say my wife too. Yeah, she's the hardest person nut for me to figure out, which is why I'm still with her, because I'm going to keep trying until I figure it out.
That's good. It keeps it spicy.
Keeps it exciting, right?
Uh-huh.
You've known the woman, huh?
Yeah.
You know that woman?
I've already been given plenty of time to sit down and pick her brain. It's just you can't figure out how to lockpick your brain.
No, it's too complex. Like she doesn't follow the regular rules of mankind.
But at least you've gotten the opportunity. At least with celebrities.
Oh yeah, celebrities.
I'm Elmer Fudd. With celebrities, it's just you would get the chance to actually sit down, pick their brain, figure it out, and then if you can't figure them out from then, you leave them alone and never see them again.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I
They
suppose.
do say don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Which is why you don't have dinner with them.
Keep them as icons.
Yeah, I'd be afraid actually to spend too much time with a person I admire.
Yeah.
Because what if they're a dick and then I can't like the stuff I like?
Then why are you spending so much time with me? I thought you admire me.
Huh?
I thought you admire me. Why are you spending so much time with me? If you
I do, but not like not like that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I like you.
You're just like you're fine.
No, I admire what you've done. You have a good story and everything like that. But I don't want to be any of the things that you were. Like, I don't want to figure skate. Huh?
Even your flags. Would you really want this guy following you around, like fanboying over you all the time?
Mm-mm.
Would you like me to? Would you like to see me in a figure skating outfit doing the moves? Like, because that's where I got stuck. Because I think I couldn't do the tricks.
Okay.
But I could do a lot of the expressive arm motions.
You do have beautiful shoulders and arms.
So I would do a lot of this.
Yeah. You can do that. Yeah.
And my neck would be flowy.
Yeah, gorgeous. You have done 8 pull-ups.
Yeah,
today,
8. Oh, it hurt my neck a little bit just doing that move.
You have the upper body strength for it, which is.
Oh yeah, Caitlin's got it too,
Caitlin,
right? It's in the genes. It's in the genes.
What's the crackling neck?
Oh my god!
You know what? You look good, and right until your neck goes out. That's a Van Dyke way. We're on the dance floor until we're in the hospital. Well, what?
Yeah.
I can't do it. I have too many hands full.
This blanket right now. Glug 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 glug. I'm actually I'll play bartender this.
Oh yeah.
This episode.
Okay.
Does anyone want to hold this microphone? Should I put it down?
Yes. Hand it over to you.
Sing a song.
And that will give us. Oh, yeah, we did go on a bit. We went on a bit of an adventure, Caitlin and I.
Right after Genevieve got hit by a car.
Yeah, the next day I'm like, hey, Genevieve got hit by a car. You want to try the scooters out?
Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you're allowed to swear.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, we did. We did the same fucking scooters.
The exact same thing. Hey, you know that terrible story you just told me? How would you want to put yourself in the exact same situation?
But it was cool, right?
It was cool. I was terrified because the beginning was very hilly and narrow.
Yeah.
But once we got on the LA River, it was nice to have the it's like the water, like the air in your face, and you could smell like the fresh water of the river, and you could see what is it, graffiti on the walls saying like fuck. Yeah,
there's a lot of cool graffiti, and it was kind of neat, like because there's a bike.
Man, fuck.
There's a nice bike trail right by the LA River, so we went down that whole bike trail to go get a remote for our TV. And
the Best Buy was behind a labyrinth.
Yeah, they like to put things in crazy mazes, but they have to squeeze things between ridiculous hills and et cetera, et cetera. What an entrance! Yes, that's a good one, over the wall. How's it? Did you put the? Oh, there she is. There she is. Yeah, she settled down. What she's done is she's really she's.
Hi, Lila. You want to come over?
Oh, look at her.
Is the other? Oh, it's wide open. Come around the other way, puppy.
Yeah, she's open.
Fun enough of you humans.
So, cockroach. This is the part that editing helps, hey?
Yeah.
I did that. Oh, yes. When the show gets to a lull, it's time for a segment that we call Feedback. We got feedback.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to Feedback. We got feedback. This week's program is brought to you by our friends at CleanFlow. If you'd like to, go check out their products at www.cleanflo.com. That's cleanflow.com. If you want to lube up your wrench, bust a nut, put some goo on it. That's honey goo made by CleanFlow.
Stunning.
CleanFlow. They're the best. It's not all about cum. And that's a logo we wrote for them, Caitlin. Aren't you proud of your dad? I wrote a logo for a real company that pays me money for my show. And I end it with, it's not about cum.
Not all about cum.
Yes, because
it is sometimes.
I'm everything that could possibly disappoint
sometimes
you.
It is.
I can't believe just finding out her dad is this person. No, I've been this way a long time, girl. Anyways, also, if you'd like to support our show, go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall, and you can join our Queen Jen Husko and Princess Genevieve Dubé Carpenter, and we will give you exclusive Patreon content, which includes our hot tub video, the second puke on the Dutch Hall, and soon to be these broads here, for lack of a better word, try to convince me to do some sort of makeup, like we're gonna get ready to go to.
We're gonna do a drunk get ready with Pete.
A drunk get ready, it's called, where girls get drunk and get ready to go out, but then we're
gonna do shots,
and we do shots, and
we'll do a tequila counter.
Well, they're gonna make me look as beautiful as them, and it would be for Jen Husko and for herself. Yeah. That's what kind of it's like, some sort of
for you if you join Patreon.
She's like Vanna White now, selling my shit. You see how this works?
Let's go.
Joe, step it up. Sell my stuff.
It'll be worth it.
Anyways, and you can also buy Dutch Hall t-shirts and hats and all that jazz at the merch store. If you go to my website, PeteVanDykeComedian.com, you can check out the Dutch Hall merch store. So do that, and you can also book me there for gigs, which I will do, because I'm a whore.
For booking.
Yeah, I will do. Your food's there? All right, we get food. And okay, that's it. We got it. Oh, so the other show we had, we were concerned about Emil Van Steeg. Emil Van Steeg is a super fan. He's been with us at the beginning. He's a Diamond Club listener, which has only been awarded a handful of times. Not even 3 times.
There's only 2 of those in Scientology.
Diamond clubs?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Is there? Oh, yeah. I gotta go get my whatever's tested there. Every day they offer it to me. So, what the fuck? What was I talking about? Emil, yeah. Emil.
Gorgeous name, by the way, actually.
Yeah, and we hear from him quite often, and all of a sudden we didn't hear from him for a bit, and we started to be concerned about big Emil, right? Because he's our guy. He's our hookup in Australia. Ooh. Dutch Hall is going to eventually go to Australia. He's our hookup.
Oh my God, worldwide tour.
Yeah, worldwide tour.
This is a global podcast. Goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn. You're goddamn right we are. We're like, we got global reach.
Shit.
On the global reach thing, I ain't no slouch with Dutch Hall. I'm gonna tell you, that's the truth. I'm gonna brag a little bit of a Hong Kong.
Just giving the people what they want.
Ain't no, but U.S. isn't really huge though. On my international presence, that's why I need to come down here and build it, because you know who loves me?
Who?
I'll tell you, the people in where I'm on the highest on the charts, Denmark. Yeah. Also, I'll say I'm pretty high on the charts in Cambodia.
Stop it.
Yeah, no shit. Also, Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love to hear that.
Indonesia.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on those charts. And Venezuela. Oh, and Holland, Australia, and France. I don't get that one.
Those are my followers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, France was a big one. Yay. Food.
Yeah.
And so that's it. Emil says we're concerned. We didn't know where he was. Mm-hmm. He sends us a piece of feedback.
Okay.
And he says, Pete, I'm still fine. Alive, not dead. He gave us a message, but he may indeed be going crazy.
Okay.
He said he doesn't know because there's no one to tell him. And so I don't care. Crazy, alive, communicating to Dutch Hall. I don't care. I am Canadian. Yes. I don't I am just so Canadian. It's not until you come to another country then you realize how Canadian you are. You know,
100%.
And then everything, you're so self-conscious every time you say sorry or every time you are polite in any way. You're like, is this some sort of cliche that I'm just falling into? Mm-hmm. But we are. And last night we went to another bucket show at the World. Is that the Hollywood Improv? It's not the world famous Hollywood Improv. It's just the Hollywood Improv, right?
Just.
And then so we're at the Hollywood Improv, and we got to go. And normally it's an industry show. We went to this one before, and it was in the big room, and all the bookers and the lady that's what's her name? Rita. Yeah, she's there, and then she's the one that can like.
She wasn't there last night.
But she wasn't there, so they gave us the small room, and and nobody. There was no stakes, so everyone kind of like effed around a little bit more.
Also no.
The room was all comics.
And the room was exactly. The room was all comics, and there was and then Caitlin. One, but you actually laughed at jokes.
I did.
Yeah. Where those other guys.
You might have to cut that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Caitlin actually laughed at jokes. It's okay. Aw. Didn't work. That's okay. I don't even think it's gonna show up on the mic. I don't think so. I don't really hear it in my thing.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it was all comics, and so like even if you're doing okay, which Genevieve keeps telling me I did okay.
He did really well.
But I did not.
He did. He just messed up the timing of the last.
Yeah, I got greedy, and I went for one other joke.
Is what my opinion.
Yes.
It was a hard rim. It was a tough rim, so you're not getting as much. But for me, it felt terrible. Yeah. Sorry, Caitlin, we can't hear you.
In the bell curve, you fell high.
Yeah.
But everyone ate shit on that stage, I think.
Oh yeah,
and those are some of the best.
I was sandwiched by. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, that sounded like you're going to tell me how good it was. So please go.
No, I'm just saying you were great. You were.
But you're saying like, yeah, it was a tough room.
People are great comics. I know them from things.
Yeah.
And it was a very uncomfortable. It's not like a regular room.
Yeah.
It's literally called Lobworks, and it's just comics, and it's meant to showcase and work things out. So
yeah, it was pretty. It was so. But I loved that feeling of eating shit. Like I really did.
It is motivating.
Yeah, because I now feel like I have something to do here. Like that I really want to. I really can't wait to get back out there.
Get after it.
Caitlin was talking about how like there's a phenomenon that if your last rehearsal is shit, then you're
if your last rehearsal, the rehearsal right before your performance sucks, your performance usually goes really well, and vice versa. If your rehearsal was amazing, the performance usually flops.
Sure.
So it, like basically doing poorly will actually set you up for another high, but like it basically just motivates you to practice harder, and that's why the performance does well.
I do have a story like that.
Yeah, and every time I have a big show coming up and I really want to do well at it, I go to the worst room right before so that I can feel like this. Yeah. And then I know for the next show I'm going to be like sharp, so I'll go to like a real hell room.
Kind of got out the shitty.
Yeah. I got out my shitty and
you took a big dump.
You're not going to walk in there confident. No. You're going to walk in there wanting to prove yourself. Yeah. Which is a better feeling than.
Yeah, I want to go in there, want to work hard, want to prove myself, right?
Yeah. Got it.
I'm really bad at this. I'm like Bill Hader on Saturday Night Live.
You're way late.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, it's like a weapon. I knew I should be trusted with it. Yeah.
I do know that sketch.
Yeah. Right? You just always hit everything. I'm sorry, I hit you too hard. You guys all have witnessed me beat my daughter live on the show. Where are we for time, if I can ask? She's the new Kevin, by the way.
27 minutes left.
Oh, I said.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, we actually whisked through a lot of our material, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much done.
Are you?
What else do we do?
Should we play a game?
Oh, we had...
we absolutely should play a game.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What game? We should do... okay, I'll do... I'll do Would You Rather. Okay. Is that okay?
Love that.
Okay. So, would you rather... I don't have anything in my head, but this is okay because it's going to be edited. You got one? You got one?
No, but I can make one up on the
Oh, I have it on my phone. I have a thing on my phone.
Oh, damn.
Here, you take this and talk.
This is like kids Would You Rather.
No, let me get basic.
Would you rather have ice for hands or fire for hands?
Oh, fire. No, ice.
Which one?
Shit.
Well, you can't eat with fire, so you'd have to learn to eat with your feet.
With ice.
But you could eat with ice.
Hold on, but you can use fire to cook the thing and then dip down like you're bobbing an apple.
Yeah, you could just eat with your mouth.
Yeah, or your feet.
If fire would be more boss.
Have ice for hands.
Yeah,
Then
it's a hot
all
day.
The food you eat is cold.
Would my hands melt?
No.
No, because they're.
Constantly ice. They're always ice.
But then I have a question for you. This is important. Would I have to live like in the Arctic to keep them cold year
No,
round?
they're like Olaf.
It doesn't matter?
In what's the movie with Olaf?
Frozen.
Frozen.
Are you silly?
Where he constantly has like a snow cloud above him.
Yeah.
It's basically they're constantly
Okay, that's
cold.
not so
So
bad.
they're just cold.
That's not so bad.
Like, yeah, I feel like I
Can't
would
give a
go
hand
for
job.
ice.
Can't give a hand job. Actually, either way.
Either way, you wouldn't want to.
I don't know if I
Your
want
hands
to
are off
anyway,
limits for those sorts of jobs.
but- Yeah.
Unless you have a fire deck too, then it would be
Oh,
you would be stoking a fire deck with fire hands. You
that's
know?
your soulmate.
Yeah, that'd be your
next-
soulmate, right?
Next question: would you rather fire pee-pee or fire or ice pee-pee? No. I have a question. This is really basic. Would you rather take a shot of sewage water? I was gonna go for alcohols, but I not that.
Okay, sewage water.
Sewage water or used bathtub water from Andrew Tate.
Yeah, you got.
Sewage.
Yeah.
I don't know who Andrew Tate is,
Oh.
but I heard his name in always unflattering terms, so I'm going to assume his bathwater is terrible. But
Pretty bad.
but sewage.
I'm just thinking about the amount of poison in the bathwater from all the
I want to
cologne you
know
probably
your
raised
answer.
to-
Would you rather take a shot of rum or tequila?
Tequila every day, all day. It's my favorite drink.
I would absolutely I would pick the opposite thing.
Rum.
Tequila.
I will literally right now take a shot of tequila like it is my mother's milk
Do you
and
have
I'm a
tequila?
1-year-old baby. Like
Yeah, I watched it.
100%.
Yeah, I watched it happen. She took to it like this.
No, literally. All of a sudden I just.
Yep.
Yep.
Loves the
That
tequila.
does happen.
That's how you sometimes have to wake her up if you find her sleeping in your driveway.
Just a
You
sniff of just put it in front of me.
Yeah,
Put a little fake nipple on it, and
Joey will find it. Yeah,
I'm there.
yeah. We okay. My turn.
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather be like have no money, but tons of like notoriety, or have tons of money, but you're thought of and fame, but you're thought of to be like a hack?
Can I?
You know, like one's in like you're poor with integrity, like one of the
Sure.
best. They'll put you on Rushmore.
Yeah.
Or you're like filling arenas, but everyone's like, this lady sold out.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I've lived my 32 years with a relative amount of integrity. I'm gonna go the opposite. Fuck them.
Cash in.
Yep.
You're gonna cash in.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Hear that? You hear that over there? Fuck you.
Yeah, if you
take
do,
it.
yeah, because there is like a lot of times, no matter if you're good or not, you know, like even if you are like the best,
Yeah.
as soon as you hit a certain level of success, then everyone's like tries to pull it apart, you
Yeah.
know. But like, who's to say as long as you're not doing it for like, if you're doing like something that's real gross, like how would would you do like?
gross?
I think that so much is gross though. Like I think we have different integrity levels. Like maybe like every human does, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think I could do like even like this sort of a
How
show.
deep are we going?
This sort of a show. I think I've proven I can't do this sort of a show.
Yeah, sure.
You know, because I'm not very good at it, but also because they would always have like if you're doing like one of those like magazine shows like E-Talk or something like that, like you would.
My friend did the E.
Yeah. That's what makes me think of it. I'm like, I could never do that. Like, if in a million years I could never do it, because there'd be so many people in my ear telling me how to be, and I would be like, like stop it, you know?
Never know, yeah. Also, everybody meet my daughter. I am a single mother. It's a real struggle. Lila, what do you have to say about having a single mother for a mom? a lot to say.
Wow.
Thank you so much. She's really appreciative of all my efforts as a single mom.
Yes.
Mommy loves you too.
This is Lila. Lila's just very sweet, and she's taking care of my daughter. Where one time Kaylin hurt her foot, and
This story.
I just watched her oh, it's your toe. Yeah.
My pinky toe.
She stubbed her pinky toe, and the dog nursed cleaned her wounds. And then yesterday I hurt myself, and she did the same thing. Look at the tongue. Huh?
She's Nana from Peter Pan, but better. Right, Lila?
Yes, she's our new
Oh,
mascot.
wait. Lila wants to give a little feedback.
Good girl, yeah. She's mostly on air. She sticks to more licking sounds, and I think that's really for the ladies. That's just my opinion. But
she is impressive. She is multilingual, not just bilingual. She is multilingual.
yes, watch this. Lila, mon crayon est grand déjà. Où est la bibliothèque?
Lila, donne-moi une patte. Une patte? No, she's not, because she's a person walking. She's on guard.
Just stage fright.
Yes.
Parlez-vous Jacques Leroux?
You're down.
That's just French sounding words. Les wouf? Les wouf?
Le woof.
I was raised on Pepe Le Pew, and I know that is French.
Honestly,
Les
that
wouf.
is this. Your personality makes a lot of sense if you were raised on Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah,
Lots coming to light right now. This makes a lot of sense
yeah, that's true. I thought Pepe Le Pew was really good with the ladies.
because he was busy raping them. He was busy date raping, just drugging.
She was playing hard to get.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like no, yes, no.
The fucking show us that he sucked. He smelled like.
Yeah, he smelled, but he had nice moves. He was charming.
Yes, yeah. I can relate. Have you ever been in a car on a date with a guy and you can smell his breath from the other seat and you're like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I like the guy, but
No matter what moves he has,
he's a stinky man.
he sucks. He stinks.
Yeah, but I thought he was. I still like him. I root for him. I think you can get the cat this time. Keep it up.
I can relate. My armpits do
Everything's
smell
making
bad.
sense. Everything's fine.
Yeah, but people do think he's too rapey, but that's the whole point. He's French, right? Like he's a.
Don't come for us, French.
No, not Quebecois, but the French men are rapey by nature. Like
Yeah,
that's
this is
just
true.
the culture. Italians too. Don't say you're not Italians.
She's getting excited.
By the way,
Le Pew.
oh really?
She's cleaning herself.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yes,
I think the
this is
camera
actually
angle
extra
is high enough, but we will blur that out. It will
Thank
pixelate
you.
it. For
This is on the Patreon content. This is behind a paywall. She get the Patreon.
My
$5 a month. $5.99 a month.
We'll let you
You
watch our
can see
mascot eat her own puss.
yeah, she's
Cameraman, get in on it.
yeah, we're Johnny.
Johnny, get in on it. Anyways, you get it. You get the picture here. We're having a good time. It's California. We're getting close to the end. I think this is a nice little episode.
I think that one more game we should.
One more game. Oh,
The fucking.
take it from me.
I think that one more game we should play
What?
is two truths and a lie of things that have happened to us
Oh,
while we're here. While we're here in LA.
damn, that's tough.
We obviously know the answer.
Oh wait,
would know.
Who gets the
I think we should play a drinking game also.
Okay, I'm down. But like, basically, it would be the czar, and then I feel like we've all spent time with each other outside of like 2 to 1. So we say one thing that's happened to us, like 3 things that have happened to us,
And you have to guess.
and you have to guess.
If you
which
guess
one's the
wrong,
lie.
you take a
Take
drink.
And I feel like we should know because we spent a lot of time, like, in the area.
I have to burp.
So it's nice to have extra stakes. Nice. 7.
Sorry, Lori. say sorry to my sister right
Sorry,
now.
Lori. Sorry, Lori.
There you go.
I swear I'm a lady.
That's wildly inappropriate if you don't say sorry to Lori. But otherwise, fucking great form.
If
Great
you
form.
knew
I
how
love
well
it.
that
I love
felt.
it. Lori, we're doing it for you. 'Cause she's
really-
also Diamond Club A, my
Oh,
sister.
okay, good.
Yeah, you can't forget her.
I'm really glad that no one that I'm seeing will see this.
Whoa!
Not because
Sick burn.
no, only because
My
no.
content is complete garbage.
No, only
But-
because I would never let them,
yeah.
and that just escaped me in a way that
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think we're probably going to edit that out. That's not
We don't
good.
have any like hard alcoholic. Oh, we do.
Okay.
Let's pause this.
So,
Let's pause.
Yeah, I get this. I get that this is like, oh, sorry, what?
Let's pause this because we're going to play a drinking game. We'll
Okay.
edit it so we can like drinking game.
Pause. There you go. Take one back.
Lila.
All right, everybody. As soon as we get our mascot here, we're going to end this show. We decided we went and took a break.
Yes.
We decided to come back. And you know what it is? We're having such a good time. We'd rather make more stories than tell you any more of the ones that we already did.
Love it.
Lila, if you don't come back,
Oh,
we're gonna.
she
Oh, here you
listened
go,
to you.
Lila. We're gonna be. This one's to you,
To Lila.
Delilah.
Cheers, guys.
We'll see you next week, or until next Thursday, we will see you. NT. See you next Thursday. What is that? Is that the
Sperm.
oh sperm?
Yeah.
Ah, for me. That's what
I
it
milked
is.
the last guy I dated and
Oh,
you.
ooh, there's citrus in it.
Yeah.
Citrus and bleach.
Yeah, I felt a lot of both.
All right, that's it. We're done.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Woo! I think it'll be. Oh. No, I didn't eat at first, but it keeps burning on me. It goes down. Really? I keep marking these fucking things.